Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3.
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3.
Ew.
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3.
Testing, testing, 1.
Hey,
Hello.
Ew.
nom nom nom. Nom, nom, nom.
Live.
Ew.
Hi. Live.
Hello, and after a
Ew.
lot of delays,
Hi.
welcome to
Live.
episode 29 of Geist the Sin Eater second edition, Second Chances. Today is Thursday, January 25th, 2024. What have you all been up to over the last 3 days? And is it possible that my camera can be less close up?
Yes, but you are sitting further forward than you normally do. Let me just. I can't. Jeff, which button is it?
I'm sorry. It's been a very long time.
No, you're fine.
I think it was Alt.
Well, forget about it. No one needs to see anything but my face anyway.
Why is it so close in?
Because his camera's got auto zoom on, and it's
Mm.
decided to focus on him today instead of being generally a view of the area.
Oh, in that case, that's a setting in the video settings for Zoom for him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, mine was automatically on as well when I got in.
Oh, that's lovely. Where's it at?
Um, So down at the bottom of the Zoom screen, you see the little camera icon?
Oh, so it's under camera and effect, video and effects then?
Yes.
Yeah,
That
there
should
we
do it.
go. Okay.
All right, sorry about that.
Hi, Void. All right.
Hello,
So, day actions. What have we been up to? All right, downtime actions. I go first if that's cool. All right, so day one, I decided to go prep the way for when I bust all of the people out of the pit. I prepared coins for passage, stockpiled undead granola bars, other cast-off food, etc. I spent most of the day in the underworld preparing for it. I've got a stock of coins for the ferryman and cast-off food to get the prisoners back into shape quickly. So, easy peasy. Day two, I decided to go start working at the GPI booth, the Ghost Private Investigator booth, which does not have a better name yet, but it will as soon as I think of one. I lied. We named it. It's literally in the day action. It's called the Office of Lingering Affairs. And I'm going to see if I can get any quick and easy requests done with the help of our historian and investigative journalist. And we got it set up, and ghosts started coming to tell us their troubles. And we can handle more of that another time. And day 3, I went to talk with Dee and Barbara and the rest of the crew about ways to protect ourselves during this meeting, and I ran Dumb Supper. Dumb Supper's pretty routine by now. Dee and her granddaughter take some time to explain a few things to us. The bound count as ghosts for the purposes of necromancy, but my living-ish flesh staves off most of it. But to avoid being hurt by a more powerful necromancer, the best thing to do would be to prevent the use of necromancy. The only other thing that could really help is possibly armor, as necromancy has no power over anything but the dead, and may not be able to pierce a good set of armor. And that was me.
Who's next?
All
I'll
right.
go.
Go ahead.
Sorry. All right. Well, with my shiny new first dot of medicine, I do some first aid on the alien. Holy shit, are they not doing okay? They've been left to fester for a bit. They've taken a turn for the worse. Can alien get infected by terrestrial germs? Yes, apparently. And their arm has healed wrong. Needs to be broken and reset. I do what I can, but like this is definitely outside of first aid stuff. This needs a doctor. So guess what we got on the agenda today, boys? Besides meeting with the serial killer at Denny's. Whee!
Maybe we can get the serial killer to re-break his arm.
Let's not complicate that further. Second day, I get in contact with the scout and send the videos we put together and the packet of recommendations and stories I've gathered. I pass along all the information I have to the scout via the email as business card. He emails me back to thank me for getting back to him and tells me to sit tight. So I've done everything I can. Lastly, I talk to all the adult members of the crew and our changeling contacts and see if they can get me some body armor for the meeting, magical or otherwise. Screamer has a stash of gear and is willing to pass along some Kevlar armor as long as you promise to give it back. You can stand up again if he kills you. We can't.
Yep, fair enough.
All right, Tibbs.
All right, let's see here. So, spent the first day bugging the local diner where I was under the impression that we were going to be having the meeting tonight. And let's see here. So, spent the second day basically writing down the memoirs of everything that's been going on so far. So if we don't survive, well, there's someone might find it and know what's going on or what happened. See here. And then on the third day, it ran service for the Chosen of Mammon. Things seem to be going well, but it does appear that there seems to be a little bit of dissent in the congregation. So gonna have to do something about that. That's me.
Awesome.
Alrighty. So let's get started then. Today is Thursday, January 25th, 2024. Your appointment is this evening at the beloved national diners chain, Ed's, named for serial killer Ed Gein.
Is it serial killer themed?
No,
Oh.
just founded by a fan.
This fucking town, y'all.
Well, I mean,
well, do
they
we
didn't
have?
found it here. It's a national chain. It's been around for a good 80 years.
Yep.
Oh, no, couldn't be 80 years. Renamed in honor of Ed Gein. Extremely controversially renamed after Ed Gein.
Noted.
Following several years of trying to rehabilitate the serial killer, culminating in documentary Ed Gein, American Patriot.
It sounds like an amazing set of media to watch through on a drunken evening with the friends. This seems like peak home MST3K hours.
Holy mother of Google.
Ed Gein, American Patriot. Guys, I've got the brewskis and I've got a copy of Ed Gein, American Patriot. Let's fucking go.
Okay, so it sounds like we have some time before that.
I believe that I booked an appointment over at the hospital to see a doctor. If we have some time.
We're just gonna take the gray alien to the hospital?
Well, to a specific doctor.
Okay.
And it's a doctor we're already going to probably be getting involved in some nonsensical shit because, well, we're seeing them for her help.
All right.
What?
You remember how Be Aggressive was dying of cancer?
Yep.
We're going to be seeing her doctor.
Ah, gotcha.
Alrighty. So how do you want to go about this?
Well, I was thinking we could all hop on our bikes with a little basket in front and a blanket and just bike over to the hospital. But I think we might have to wait for the moon. So for now, I think we should take my car and a backpack. How big is this alien? Can he fit in a backpack? Or like a large cat carrier?
No, he's about 4 feet tall.
Hmm. So we'll wrap him up in a blanket. Mike! Thank you!
Hi, Mike.
Hello, Mike.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
for the sub. I think we should just wrap him up in a blanket like he's a kid. And we're taking him in to see the doctor.
Works for me.
All right, so you're going to just wrap the alien up in a blanket.
I mean, does anyone else have a better idea?
And walk him in.
I have an idea.
Okay.
How about I get where I'm going and you ghost him through a wall with you?
Can you do that?
I think you upgraded the shroud at some point.
I have
Am I
Shroud Guts
misremembering?
2 and 3.
I'm pretty sure one of those lets you grab somebody else with you.
Nope.
'Cause all you gotta do is get him into the room.
Nope.
Hmm.
I can spend minutes in Twilight. I'll influence the world around me like a ghost, or I can enshroud in my Geist. I become a phantasm. And I don't set off motion detectors, laser tripwires, or similar sensors. And
Yeah,
I
I
can
think
hover.
it's 4 or 5 dots. Let me check real quick.
Sorry. I spent all of my XP on Animal Ken.
It's okay.
With a specialization in Vampire Cat.
Let's see. Yeah, the 4th dot, Harrow, is what allows you to bring another person with you.
Damn it. Oh well. Anyone got decent dots in subterfuge?
Yeah.
How about we just disguise him as a person for a bit?
I also have Persuasion.
Alrighty. Or just try and, just obscure him enough, and then just brazen our way through it.
Oh, we'll put a
To-
mask on him too.
Mhm.
He's sick.
Yeah,
All right.
we can just brazen our way through it.
If you're going to actually try to disguise the alien, I'll allow you to roll subterfuge.
All right.
Okay.
Since I think that we'd have time to prep this disguise, intelligence plus subterfuge?
Sure.
Uh,
I think
Alrighty,
that should be a
Kitty.
pretty good roll for.
I have my grandmother's white curly haired wig too.
Make your rolls, and then you guys can describe what you have done to this poor alien.
3 successes.
All right. Well, that's enough to be a success. All right.
Wait, it's
So-
winter still, I think.
Yeah.
He's just got enough puffy jacket on there to barely look like a person. He looks like a child who's been put into way too much winter clothing.
Are we all rolling, or did we already
we only
miss
need
our
one
assist?
disguise.
Okay.
I mean, you guys can all disguise yourselves too if you want, although I don't know why you would.
3 cobalt in a trench coat.
Yeah. So
On the bottom,
so we bundle him up in way too many jackets and all that stuff, and also make sure to put a mask or 2 on him.
And I carry him in, get to my appointment,
Thank you for the bits, Void.
tell them that it's my little cousin, and I'm supposed to be watching over him. Parents are busy. Had to bring him along to the appointment.
All right. So that's the story.
That's all I got.
Everyone agrees?
Yep.
All right. So, after a couple of weeks of essentially being locked in with only enough human contact to feed him and remove waste, the alien is alarmed to see the 3 of you approach with a bag of unknown provenance. However, as you can't communicate with him, there's no way to make him feel any better. Luckily, he's far too sick and hurt to fight you off as you shove him into whatever ridiculous collection of children's winter clothing that you were able to scrounge together. Confused and horrified, the alien follows as you gently, or perhaps not so gently, as the fancy takes you, very gently then, bring him to the car and take him to the Whispering Peaks Medical Center. So the hospital, you've been here before, 3 stories, couple of wings, huge for the town, but in general, maybe a third of the size of what you'd see somewhere like Aspen, and nothing as big as you'd get in a city like Denver. So, like most hospitals, there is an emergency room entrance and a normal entrance. Where would you like to take the alien?
We have an appointment with a doctor, so we should go in the normal entrance.
Yep. I'm treating this like perfectly normal.
All right, so you guys made an appointment with Dr. Murphy in advance?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, you walk into reception and the nurse looks up at the 4 of you and gets out a clipboard and pen. She gives the alien a long, lingering look before handing the 3 of you the clipboard and going back to her computer monitor.
I sit down, fill out the forms. This is perfectly normal, and as long as we don't act like it isn't normal, it's normal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's what everyone's doing then?
Yeah, sounds about right.
We only need to fill out 1 form, right?
Yeah, this is my appointment. What are you guys doing?
All right. Roll me composure plus socialize, all of you.
Alrighty.
To not make this weird.
All right.
Okay,
2 plus
composure.
4.
Plus socialize, you say?
Yep.
Yep, unless you can pitch me something better.
Two successes.
Wow, 2's all around.
All
2
righty.
success.
So, yep, everyone's made their rolls.
Because 2 is a perfectly normal number of successes to roll.
The nurse continually gives you a side eye, but you're not able to figure out whether she suspects something or whether it's simply been a long day and 3 teenagers just came in. So, you fill out your forms and are left to the tender mercies of the waiting room. The waiting room is also likewise nothing special. Several rows of chairs all around the wall with 2 more with the backs facing each other in the center. With reception overlooking everything and the door into the hospital proper to the side. Every 10, 20 minutes, someone comes out, calls a name. And one of the people in the waiting room gets up and files on over.
So, I open up my phone and begin texting these 2 in our group chat. It's gonna look super freaking weird if 4 people go back to an appointment for 1 dude. So, Ethan, I need you to be ready for the everything's gone to hell. You'll get a text from me that isn't we're done and everything's good. Pull a fire alarm. Do something. Make some noise to get us out of here while everybody's freaking out. I will trust you to make a show. Just something that isn't going to land on your lap, okay? This is a hospital.
All right.
Nathan, we are already going to be introducing this man to the supernatural. Would you mind ghosting in after me?
Already planning on it. So Nathan gets up and heads to the bathroom where he can ghost from without simply vanishing in front of a room full of people.
I'll let you know when I've got my room number.
All right. So Nathan has left the waiting room.
You make it sound so ominous, but yes.
Is Ethan still here?
Yes.
All right. The waiting room is full of the Thursday afternoon crowd, which is mainly, in this case, older folks and soccer moms with sick kids. Not being in the emergency room, there is a better class of patient here, but that doesn't mean that it's universal. There's a few people here who you would possibly give the side eye to if there was any other given situations. There's what appears to be some sort of backwoods redneck with a broken arm, at least judging from the way his elbow is bending. And the shattered remnants of the cast that he has on it. And also what appears to be an older, toothless woman who smells very bad and is clearly high on something. They're sitting together. And every so often when the redneck grunts in pain, the old woman pats him on the head and says, there. This guy's about 40, so he's far too old for that. So, after Nathan leaves, can someone, let's say Ethan or Ty, choose whichever one, roll me evens or odds?
Sure.
Well, you know how it goes. I will roll, you call.
I'm feeling odds.
That's 4. That is even. So, at this moment, the alien decides that with one of his captors gone, he shall make a break for it. He stumbles to his feet and walks about 3 steps before falling flat on his face on the ground and screaming unintelligibly in whatever language he speaks.
All right. Remember, we currently have him cosplaying as a small child. This is perfectly normal as long as we play it off about that. Oh, God, Anthony, come on. I know it's boring here. I pick him back up, sit him on my lap, and do the general, I am attempting to make a child stop making noise in public stuff.
The redneck and the older woman are glaring daggers at you.
I look at them sheepishly, the embarrassed face of somebody having difficulty controlling a child who is not their own.
Let's see. Ethan,
Yes.
evens or odds?
Odds.
That's 7. The alien tries to get back up, but Ethan is able to take note and stop him. However, the redneck and the old woman are now whispering to about you to each other. The two of you can vaguely hear something about underage gay parents.
Worse have I've been accused of worse.
You can also hear some very nasty words about Obama for letting this happen.
As if I hadn't heard them, I say, "Sorry, my little cousin. He's hard to work with. My family's in town. You know how it is."
The older woman rolls her eyes and silently mouths something to herself that you're sure must be some sort of slur. The nurse comes back and calls your name. Are you both going back with the alien?
I'm heading back with him in tow. Ethan is staying here. Nathan is going to come join us in a moment.
All right.
By the power of Grayskull.
By the power of Grayskull.
Also, this is a cat.
It's a boy.
He is.
So the nurse leads you through the hospital area and settles you down in room 3. Now all there's left to do is wait and keep an eye on the alien in case he tries to make a break for it again.
All right. Since I got a minute, I am currently the person in this state who has the most knowledge of alien physiology, since I have attempted to help him with his pain before this. I'd like to see if I can't give him some amount of comfort while we're waiting for the doctor to arrive.
Alrighty. By which you mean?
I'm going to make a medicine check. Would you accept wits plus medicine, since I kind of gotta go off the cuff here with a physiology that's mostly unfamiliar?
Sure.
If nothing else, the attempt to make him not feel as bad should be seen as a sign of attempting to help. Reroll. Hello, willpower, attorney at law. Wow.
Whew. You got a bargain basement lawyer there. Holy shit.
Fuck, dude.
Thank God
Good luck.
this isn't old wad.
Yeah, that's not a dramatic failure. That's just a failure.
I tried, guys.
Yeah.
That was 8 dice with nothing.
Yeah.
Like, the odds are against that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you made a medicine check to try to help the alien with this pain, and you failed.
Which means I probably did not help.
I wonder if we have to hurt him to heal him. Like if he's already like undead. What if he's not an alien? What if he's undead? And that's why his skin is gray.
We know. Because we have the knowledge of death.
Right. Fair enough.
Just how bad is this going to be? So what did you try to do? Narrate to me and explain to me what you attempted to do for this alien.
Let's see. How would I attempt to... Well, I think I might have tried putting one of the pain creams on, like a Neosporin or similar, to the wounds. Maybe when I was cleaning the bandages, I either over tightened them or like ripped off a scab or something and it hurt. That seems like a
Okay, so
clumsy failure of medicine.
all right. So you tried to put antibiotic cream.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As you rub the cream into the alien's wound, he starts screaming even louder, and the wounded flesh starts turning an unhealthy shade of green. Maybe something in this medicine is poisonous to his species?
I wipe it off and try and clean it with the bandage and put it back in place.
All right, back in the waiting room, time passes. Eventually, just about everyone in the room is called back, except for obviously Ethan, who's not actually going anywhere. Nathan.
Yep.
Are you at what point are you still hanging out in the bathroom?
Yeah, I'm taking up the only stall in the men's room.
All right. Are you doing anything? Going to do anything, or just hang out in the bathroom some more?
Well, I was waiting for a turn, and now I'm going to do the Vision of Mist, where I basically spend 2 plasm, and I can hover and fly and go through walls, and I don't set off motion detectors, laser tripwires, or similar sensors. And I'm going to go into the room.
All right. So you're going to ghost your way into the hospital and find them?
Yep, I sent him the room number when I got here, so.
All right. Make your rolls.
I don't have any rolls.
Donning the shroud should be
Donning the shroud is the first dot.
Yes, but that's part of it.
Oh.
You have to have the shroud condition.
Using the shroud should be a roll for
Shroud
it's been a while.
plus synergy.
Yep, got
Yeah.
it. Okay.
And
Sorry,
if you turn
I
a
thought
key,
the
you get
second
that
dot-
stat too.
I don't. Okay.
It's been a minute. It's okay. No matter what, you have to get the shroud condition.
2 successes.
Alrighty. And you have 3 dots of shroud, so how many charges does that give you? Give me a second.
Tiny kid.
Okay. That doesn't seem to enhance the number of charges you get, but it does give you more time in Twilight. At 3 dots, Haunting Presence. Free enhancement. Spending a charge on the Shroud condition allows the Spin Eater to spend Shroud rating minutes in Twilight.
Okay.
So
you get
3 minutes per plasm. So I'm going to spend 4 for the shroud and 2 for the second rank.
So which of the... All right, so you wanted to spend the 2 plasm for the enhancement that allows you to hover and fly at half your speed?
And walk through walls.
Well, yeah, you're already in Twilight. That's just a thing that people can do in Twilight. That anything in Twilight can do.
So hold on, I have to spend 2 plasm in order to hover and fly, and I have to spend another plasm in order to do the 1 plasm rank?
No, you just need charges. Charges let you do any of the shroud stuff. So you're going to turn invisible by spending a charge. And
I was trying to see if you had anything that would mean that you would get more charges. But you spent 4 plasm, so that gives you 4
I would be spending
charges.
6.
Yeah, but 4 of that is on charges.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I have anything that would allow me to have more turn charges.
Yeah, no. Instead, you just get to, instead of it being turns, it's minutes, which is a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can spend more time in Twilight.
Cool.
All right. Well, I'm going to say with 3 minutes and knowing the location, this spending this charge gets you there without anyone seeing you.
Perfect. I'm gonna fit myself into the cabinet under the sink in the room.
All right, Ethan, you're still sitting in the waiting room.
Yes.
Anything that you're going to be doing, or just hanging out waiting for the others?
I'm gonna be listening to the conversations around me, just to see, if there's anything interesting. But for the most part, no, just letting them do their thing.
Sorry, boss.
No, it's fine.
Do you want to boneyard it? Make
Not
sure
yet.
no one can hear if the doctor screams.
Well, because if I boneyard, there is a little bit of a manifestation there.
Mm.
Like, so I don't want to tip the hat tip my hand.
Tip our hands.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, Lord have mercy. Okay. So Ethan's listening to the conversations of the people in the waiting room. The redneck and ostensibly his mother are continuing to whisper back and forth to each other, occasionally stopping to give Ethan a death glare.
Okay. I'm going to act as though I don't hear. I'm not gonna mess with the civilians.
Can you no, I'm not going to ask you to roll this one. The older mother gives her son covertly what looks like one of those tiny little bottles of airplane tequila. He thanks her quietly, hides it in his shirt sleeve, and then clearly drinks it all in one go.
Is he on pigments? I think you mentioned something about that. Yeah.
I mentioned that his mother looks high, like she's high as shit.
Okay.
The only thing we know about him is that his cast is broken.
Okay. In that case, I am going to leave them be.
All right, we'll come back to this then. So after God knows how long waiting, with Nathan, Ty, and the alien in the room, finally, Dr. Murphy comes in. He's an older man with white hair ringing around the balding dome of his head. A very particularly shaved goatee, beard, and mustache sort of deal. A little hefty, not hugely fat or anything, but definitely overweight. Wearing slacks and a dress shirt under his lab coat. All right, Mr. Kennison, it says here that you were bringing in your little cousin. Can you explain to me what's going on? And then he looked down at the alien and raised an eyebrow. Have your cousin tell me?
All right. Before we continue this, I just want to ask, what's your opinion on the Hippocratic Oath? It's a big deal to you, right?
You are aware that doctors are required to take the Hippocratic Oath.
I
Sir.
just want to say that screaming and drawing a lot of attention in the next minute would be doing some substantial harm before I do this next bit. I let that settle in the air for a second and then begin removing the disguise.
All right.
Listen, there's nothing that's going to get us through this moment any easier. There is literally no way to make this go smoother. We kind of have to have the moment where we show the doctor the alien without, any attempt to prep this is going to make this just weirder.
Yep.
We found him injured out in the woods. We don't know what to do. He's hurt. Bad. I tried to do what I could and I hurt him worse.
Let me have our doctor here roll his composure.
I hope he's got high composure. Oh, he does not have high composure.
Let's have him reroll. He has willpower.
Thank God. Someone needs to roll well tonight.
Dr. Murphy's eyes go huge and he backs into the cabinet and says, "Is that what it looks like?"
Your guess is as good as mine, and we think so. But I don't want to see him die, and he's dying, I think, sir. And you've got a better shot than I do.
The doctor shakily comes over and starts giving the alien a cursory examination. The alien at this point seems too tired to fight back. His eyes are half lidded. Malnutrition, festering wounds. I'm going to need a toxicology report. He sucks air through his teeth. Well, if this were a human, I would say that we would need to put them in the hospital right away. I'm not sure how I can do this without revealing everything to my colleagues. Are you okay with taking that risk?
I found him dying. I wanted to help him get better. I didn't know what to do. All I know is that if we don't do something, he's going to be hurt. I can host him and you can come to that place and help him, or we can try and hide him here if there's like a room people don't check. You know the hospital better than we do. But I just don't want him to die. The people who did this to them, I don't know what to do about it. All I know is I don't want to see him die.
Young man, if this was you or a human being of comparable height and weight, what I would be saying here is that leaving the hospital would be almost certain death within a couple weeks at the most. If you wish to take him with you, I will do my best to come treat him, but it would be best for the extraterrestrials, he says, savoring the word oddly, safety to stay in the hospital. But I'm telling you that I cannot guarantee that this can be hid for any length of time.
I have a question. Is there anything like a quarantine thing you guys do here? Like, that would keep people from going in and randomly checking a room?
Well, I can probably have that set up after his toxicology report. There's no way it's going to come back looking good at all. So I can probably bullshit a quarantine for the patient safety.
Whatever you think best, Doctor. I know you can't guarantee anything. I know that this is impossible. I know this is an impossible situation, but out of character. Sarah was Be Aggressive's name, right?
Mm-hmm.
I remember Sarah talking about you, and you were the only doctor I thought I could trust about this.
Yeah, Be Aggressive manifests beside you in her normal ghostly form, tugging at the hem of your blue jeans and nodding as emphatically as she possibly can. The doctor scratches his beard thoughtfully and says, I'll do what I can, but I am an oncologist. When the other staff here sees this toxicology report, I'm going to have to make some, frankly, shaky excuses for an oncologist handling this. So again, I cannot guarantee total secrecy.
Of course, and there's an obvious way to say it. You're already exposed.
That's gonna open up a whole different bag of worms for him.
If you're worried about quarantine, you've already exposed yourself. So you would be the one to do it.
Well, it depends upon the nature of the pathogens in the extraterrestrial system. If the extraterrestrial doesn't have something that anyone else would think of as contagious, then that form of quarantine is one that I wouldn't be able to call for without having to answer a lot of very detailed questions. But I can definitely at least get the patient quarantined for their own safety.
What if the reports in the system said that those pathogens were there, whether they were the ones you were reading or not?
What if we ran the test through a private lab?
Wouldn't explain why we were there at the hospital.
Also, would still have the same problem.
I open up my phone and call Ethan. Ethan?
Yeah.
Can you get away from where other people can hear you talk? Step outside, get some air.
Yeah, give me a second.
All right, so as Ethan stands up, the redneck and his mother move to block your way. The redneck, he's a big guy with a flannel shirt, ripped up, covered in mud, and the remains of a trucker hat that must have said something pithy before it got covered in mud and blood on his head. Where you think you're going? Ain't you gotta wait for your husband and son there?
Hit him in the fucking elbow, Tibbs.
The old woman cackles. Underage gay married. We knew this sort of shit was gonna happen under Biden. What next? Animal marriage?
I knee him between the legs and keep walking.
All right, that's strength plus brawl. And -1 for defense, please.
Defense? How many fucking coveralls is this dude wearing?
He's still gonna have at least one defense from like stats.
You said
Fair
strength plus
enough.
brawl -1.
Mhm. Yep.
You got less than 3 dice. Throw that willpower on there, man.
Yeah, I'm going to. Two successes.
Then 2 bashing damage. Let's see.
One for
To the
each.
dick.
Normally, a called shot like that is going to take some sort of penalties, but in this case, I don't think that's necessarily required. But let's see.
I would say for sheer comedy value. Also, he's probably not expecting it.
I'm looking at the tilts that would be appropriate.
2 bashing damage straight to the crotch. That's like a decent chunk of your HP. You swung pretty hard from the sounds of it.
All right, so I'm going to give him the insensate tilt.
Oh god.
The redneck takes a moment to realize what happened. His eyes go as big as dinner saucers as his knees collapse out from under him, and then he falls face down onto your shoe. His mother starts screeching at the top of her voice. How dare you do that to my little boy, you demon!
You all right, dude?
So I'm not even gonna acknowledge it. I'm just gonna keep walking.
All right. So as hospital security gathers around the woman and her son, Ethan is able to just head on out through the front door.
Sorry about that. What did you need?
Do you think that you could alter some test results in a hospital system to show something that nobody would want to interact with after the doctor got a look at it?
Yeah, I mean, I would need to know what to put as the results, but yeah.
Okay, Doc, let's say that some results were available in the system that other people would be reading. What would be the answer where nobody in this hospital would want to go in that room?
He sighs deeply and says, "There's only one answer to that, Mr. Kinnison, and that would be another COVID-19 outbreak."
COVID-20.
Well, I hate to say it, but it sounds like we've got a brand new patient for it. Does that work for you, Doc?
Understandable. It would probably be a good idea to have the real toxicology support report somewhere, but the one that is forward facing to the rest of the staff can be altered if
We'll make sure the real one gets in your email if you give that to me. And just let me know when the report will come in and it will get altered.
he says, suddenly realizing what you're suggesting.
I'll make sure to save a copy.
I hand the phone. I'm just kind of being a middleman here. Here's my friend who's good with computers. That's all we're going to say about it. I hand the phone to the doctor.
How you doing, Doc?
Yes, hello.
So, okay. So if I'm saying this correctly, it would be. Let me think how to put this. A COVID-19 All right, a COVID result is highly probable here, and a sorry, Ethan's a bit more verbose than I am.
You would go over the results, send in whatever text he thinks would indicate COVID-19, and save the actual results and send it to him.
And then Dr. Murphy confirms that yes, COVID-19 would be the diagnosis that would allow no one to question a quarantine, as just about every member on staff has had at least 5 or 6 times.
Nobody's going to volunteer to walk into that room, and since you're already exposed, you might as well.
There we go. That.
I'm sorry to.
No, it's just my brain was just glitching there for a little bit.
Ethaning.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it sounds like we have something like a solution. I'm sorry to put this on you, Doc, but I needed somebody who could help and somebody I could trust, and the only person in the medical field I ever heard about was you from Sarah. She always said that she trusted you.
He looks a little downcast and says, I did what I could for her. To contract such virulent leukemia at her age is practically a death sentence. But again, I'm an oncologist. I'll do what I can, but I'm not a miracle worker.
You're going to do better than I can. And if we can't help him, at least we tried.
Fair enough. At this point, the alien appears to have passed out from pain.
Good luck. If there's anything you need, if there's anything we can do, here's our numbers. Someone will answer one of these and we'll get there.
All right. I'll do what I can. Thank you.
I make our way out, trying to make this as normal as possible.
Hey, Ethan.
Yeah.
Well, how are you getting out? Are you going to go out the way you came, or you're just going to walk out normally with him?
Oh, I already stepped outside to take the phone call.
Excuse me, not Ethan, Nathan.
Oh, I'm re-shrouding with another of my charges, and I'm gonna walk out with him. Well, I'm gonna walk back to my bathroom stall to get my stuff.
All right. So, again, with 3 minutes of time in twilight, this particular operation has now become walking in the park. Right? Are the two of you reconvening before you head outside? Or are you just heading outside?
I'll meet you in the waiting room.
Yep, I catch them at the waiting room, treating this like it's normal. I get his room number from the receptionist and head on out, since he's being transferred to a hospital room.
All right, so are you leaving together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So the group leaves the hospital and meets with Nathan in like outside the hospital, the parking lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which?
Parking lot.
Parking lot, yeah.
All right. From the parking lot, the three of you get a decent view of a couple of off-duty cops frog marching the old woman out with her hands behind her back, screaming bloody murder about underage, gay, married teen parents.
Nathan can't help himself and yells over, "Polyamorous!" and gets in the driver's seat.
All right. The old woman is put into a squad car and taken off. All right, guys, you have accomplished this.
I
And
didn't know
with
we were a throuple.
If we're gonna piss her off, we might as well piss her off all the way. I don't like being discounted.
all right,
Yeah,
and
only full
this-
price for you.
Yeah. Is Nathan not
And
pretty enough to be included in the underage gay Mary? Like. Anyway, sorry, Kenny.
Ty looks at you. My culture is not your costume.
All right. Let's see. So this didn't escalate in potentially horrible ways, so you have plenty of time to make it to Ed's for dinner.
Hooray! What's on the menu?
Well, thankfully Ed Gein wasn't a cannibal, I don't believe. So just normal diner Denny's fare.
Excellent.
Just a lot of glamour shots of Ed Gein and whatever pictures they could find to make him look less like one of America's worst serial killers.
Do you guys remember in the 90s when everyone and everyone's mom had those glamour shots where they were like semi-boudoir photos with all of the soft lighting and the draped gauze? Because that's what I'm imagining right now.
I mean,
I just
Ed Gein probably would have been a pretty good necromancer. He liked to make things out of corpses, so
I'm just wondering about the decor in here. A lot of leather about, maybe?
this is him if you haven't seen him before, by the way.
He got like an 8 head. God damn.
You know, I feel a little bit better.
All right, so Nathan sits down and orders a plate of hash browns with cheese on them, like 4 scrambled eggs, 4 pieces of bacon, and a small stack of pancakes.
I order the Albert fish.
Wow!
Sure, why not? This place can have all sorts of wonderful serial killer themed dishes and paraphernalia.
God damn it! Now I should have. Now I realize I should have ordered the Silence of the Lamb.
Chops.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
Well, you guys have plenty of time to chat as you watch the waitress take orders and
I'm just gonna start with a Ted bundle of fries.
and steaks being cooked at the open air grill called the Butcher Block of Plainsfield.
Are we located anywhere near the Museum of Murder right now?
Probably.
Okay.
I'll have a bacon tomato kale sandwich. You know, the BTK. I'm having a little too much fun. I'm sorry.
Well, I can't help making restaurants morbid for some reason. This is the second one that I've made incredibly morbid for no apparent reason.
It fits the setting.
Okay. Eventually, Charles and Lydia Russo show up. Um, Lydia is wearing a lavender parka and is keeping her head down, but you can see an inexpertly made amateur cast on the broken wrist. Looks like she didn't get a chance to go to the doctor.
We did make that a condition, right, guys?
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
actually.
Then a regular
Okay.
cast. Hooray! I forgot about that. Sorry. Congratulations. She is more well taken care of.
Good.
She keeps her head down as her father ushers her into the corner seat of the booth, right next to the wall. Charles Russo gives you a warm, fatherly smile and sits down, pulling up the menu.
You know, I heard the cocktail menu here is pretty good. Good. My dad always loved to get a Green River.
Remind me of the killer's name again. Charles
Russo.
Russo. And his daughter is Barbara.
Lydia.
Lydia.
Lydia Russo.
Does Nathan take this chance to say, "Oh, Lydia and Charles Russo," very loudly. "It's so nice to see you again." Yes. No.
I think he might have a little more. I think he would know not to do that.
Okay. Fair enough.
Sorry.
We do need to hold this one together for just a little longer. We need to get this whole conversation out before this breaks out into inevitable violence.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And me not just working up puns for serial killer or food that's on the menu.
Alrighty.
Some
Fair
of the
enough.
little kids' meals.
So, Charles orders the open-faced Dahmer, and Lydia orders the turkey shipment. While after the waitress has come and gone, Charles Russo sits back, takes a sip from his glass of water, and says, "So, I have a proposal for the group of you, but I suppose you probably have some things that you want to say before we really get to business here."
You know, the bronze really, really, really hurt.
He shrugs and says, "I never had a chance to research what would be the quickest way to kill someone with immolation. I was hoping that the shock would kill you immediately. Apparently not so." So,
Go ahead.
he,
Sorry.
I have set up 6 tableaux that show up that have a corresponding link to the underworld. I don't know how much you know about me. I do know that you've been poking around, messing with things you shouldn't, and that you came into my home. Do you have any idea of the point of these tableaus that I have set up?
It seems like you're trying to send everyone to hell, personally, but maybe I'm just not reading it right.
He looks to the other two.
That's kind of the gist of what I got to, yeah.
However, from what I understand, you're attempting to tether the underworld and Whispering Peaks so they become one, where the dead may roam.
He smiles placidly and says, I take it the group of you have been down to the underworld. How do you like it?
Honestly, kind of a shithole.
Much better domains. Than just the underworld.
You've been to the Hedge? Hedge is pretty fun.
The
A
Hedge
little
is
grim
pretty
around
cool.
here.
It was a little bleak down there.
But the atmosphere is nothing that can't be fixed. Not when you're looking at proof of an afterlife.
I mean, you can get that in any house in this place. I take a look around. Are there any ghosts in here? I'm pretty sure they'll be avoiding this table, but like, are there any ghosts still visible from our position inside the diner?
There's a good 4 or 5. Most of them, like you mentioned, have tried their best to get away from that table, floating around the corners. There's always a good number of ghosts around the state grill trying to catch the scents.
I mean, look. Here, in this room. What more proof do you need than that they're being literal ghosts?
He waves a hand dismissively. Well, ghosts, that's one thing. But the underworld, his eyes light up like a child talking about his favorite toy. The underworld is different. There is no difference between a living person and a ghost. None at all. Do you know what that means? He said with excitement as he leaned in for the three of you.
What do you think that means?
You know, I'm just going to let you talk. You seem to know.
It means that the underworld grants what is effectively eternal life. If someone, like if a human, me or Lydia, were walking around in the underworld and we died, we could just get back up. Like nothing happened. Just leave the corpse to rot where it lays.
Okay. Are you familiar with the walls of the underworld?
Ethan had something to say.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Keep going.
I thought you said so had something to say because
Ethan,
piped
no,
up.
In character, in character, Ethan changed his mind.
Okay. So, Charles rubs his hands together in excitement. Lydia tries to silently scoot just far into the wall she can.
I take a look at Lydia and attempt to give them the most reassuring look I can.
The only difference between life on the surface as a living human and your existence in the underworld as a ghost is the location. That's it. So if that's the problem, he leans over, super excited. All we have to do is take the town and move it into the underworld.
So the floor is trying to eat you right now? Right now.
Real quick, out of character, I want to ask. I know you guys have seen that the underworld does that by looking at the books, but have we ever encountered that outside? Because I don't remember if we did.
We talked about it with the necromancers, with Screamer, and have witnessed people running into that problem at certain parts during the thing. I think we might have even talked to that creepy guy who's at the center of the rivers. Somewhere in those conversations, I'm 80% sure we've heard that specific issue.
Okay. The other two, have you heard this too?
I believe so.
I want to make sure that you're familiar with it. That's all before I
do
go in
believe
on this.
So. Yeah.
Tibbs?
I think so, yeah.
Sorry. Again, I just want to make sure you're familiar with it before I go into this, because I don't want to just dump lore on you that you have no idea what it is.
So, for those of you playing at home, if you run out of essence, was the ghost thing essence?
Mm-hmm.
Essence in the underworld, the walls pull you in and start devouring you. And you become trapped there for all time.
So after your particular pointing out, Charles simply waves his hand and says, yes, the walls, floors, ceilings of the caves do consume ghosts that can't move on any further. But so what? We have storms, tsunamis, earthquakes, fires. None of those are a problem in the underworld.
And
In exchange,
neither is flavor, plants, animals, growth, progression.
Life.
We actually did test this. You can't grow normal plants down there. We will all starve to death.
but then afterwards, you'll get right back up. Well, not you, he says, actually looking at you guys with something akin to admiration. Not you. You're already dead, and you've got an even better deal out of it. Sure, I didn't intend for you guys to make it through, but look at what you've got out of the deal. You can enjoy both worlds. Hasn't being dead been great?
You took everything from me. Every single person I knew. I had a future before you did this. Now I have a past.
You'll have an eternal future if we can work together, he says. He rubs his hands. He seems to be actually excited here. This is the first time you've seen him.
So what do you want us to do? I'll humor you. Walk me through it. Let's say we're all on board. Walk me through our next couple days. What are we gonna do?
The ritual I wrote to do this draws upon certain abilities of more powerful ghosts. It's modeled after a particular power that I've seen the Reapers use. One called the Scent. Usually they need.
Sorry, yeah? was that descent or descent?
Descent, as in going downwards, he says,
Okay.
pointing.
Okay. Thank
So, if you've been under the underworld, you may have actually already stumbled across some items that were descended around the town a long time ago. Some houses, perhaps.
Yes.
At least 3 reapers can do it, but more reapers means more space. The descent power physically causes the ground to descend into the underworld and leave behind a sinkhole. You wouldn't have to even leave your life behind. You could take it all with you. So what I want to do, I need 4 more nodes to finish my circle. If the 3 of you will work with me, we can set up all 4 nodes and descend Whispering Peaks into the underworld. It will start a whole new era of human existence. We'd be the pioneers.
You know, I know a guy who could really help you with that. You've been down there, right? You spent some time underneath?
Oh, yes.
Well, I know this guy. He's one of the gods of the dead. I think he'd be really interested in what you're talking about. His name's Mammon, and he loves people being able to take it with them. He's kind of a big deal down there.
So am I taking this as a good sign? Do we have a deal?
Do you want to come? We should try and bring Mammon in on this. Like, I think he would really
He would really find this interesting. I think he would definitely want to talk to you specifically.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone has had an idea that he's been more interested in the last few hundred years.
Charles Russo's face lights up. Ooh, as the chthonic gods. With their power, we could expand the number of nodes. Maybe the entire state of Colorado.
Who knows what we could do? But we would have to talk to him in person, and it is a bit of a trip. So we'd have to spend some time preparing. Would you be willing to give us some time to set up things? We'd have to get in touch and make sure that we could arrange a meeting. I know, but like these things are worth waiting for, yeah?
All right, out of character. Are you guys trying to trick him now?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
We were specifically sent on an assassination mission of this guy by Mammon. Mammon getting access to this guy would fucking kill him.
By the way, I would like it noted that as my thumbs have been doing this the whole time, Nathan has been on his phone. He is recording everything, but also, he's playing Candy Crush.
But guys, I'm sorry for kind of out of character moment. I'm sorry for kind of off the cuffing this, but I needed some way to delay because it's very clear we need to investigate the other Whispering Peaks drop. Mm-hmm. And we're very clearly on we're about to go full aggro on this man.
Yeah.
I would like to see if we can stall him for 2 sessions. That's what I'm trying to do here. And I think we can do that if we promise a meeting with Mammon. And Mammon definitely doesn't want to work with him on this because he knows what will happen. Because he saw this happen already. It nearly broke the connection he has up here. That's why he told us we needed to stop this shit.
Mm-hmm.
So if we can get him to stall for a little bit before he makes any more movement, we can go investigate that and then set up our trap for this guy.
All right.
Does that
I'm
make
gonna-
sense? Are you guys in on that?
If nothing else, I'd like to see if we can full on convince him to go meet Mammon.
I do love the idea of literally feeding him to Mammon. That sounds hilarious.
All right. If everyone is on board with this plan,
Lex,
then I'm going to require a subterfuge roll at a -2 from everybody here.
all right. Would
Can-
you accept composure plus subterfuge here?
I'll set that.
Would
Or
you
sorry, go ahead.
go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Would you accept a presence plus persuasion de-escalation?
I'll accept that.
Okay. And I'm good with presence or composure and deception, or subterfuge rather. So
Come on, guys. This would be hilarious. What?
I'm re-rolling.
What? What the dice? Oh my god.
and you said it was -2.
Yeah.
Yep.
One.
21 guns.
Well, 1 is all that you need, thankfully. So,
God.
congrats.
Woo! I was saving my willpower in case I needed to re-roll because it was the same thing, but I don't know. Re-rolling all your dice feels better.
Yeah.
I have interminably messed up a small metal object by getting it tangled in a string, but that is for later. But that is what I was doing, perplexed, because I was fidgeting with this small metal object, and then I noticed that I seemed to have tied it into a knot with a string by accident.
We'll get you taken care of.
Later, yeah.
Yeah.
So, everyone has made their rolls and everyone has succeeded. All right, you've made your decision. The exhibition killer looks overjoyed. All right, I don't know what I need, what I'm going to need, but
I can tell you. First things first. You need to be well rested. So do we. Barbara needs to be out of pain for this
You're
meeting.
thinking of a wrong person. This one's Lydia. Barbara was
Lydia.
the granddaughter of the necromancer.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Lydia.
Sorry,
She's an
too many
old-
characters.
She's an old woman, so my mind immediately goes to Barbara. Lydia needs to not be in pain for our meeting. It will distract Mammon.
We are going to be going on a long journey and we can't have anybody who can't make it. So we're going to need to be well packed and well rested for a long journey through the underworld because we're going to be going deep.
You need to have your plans laid out in writing for the next 4 tableaus so that he can check them over and be ready and prepared to accept and anchor the tableaus properly. The reason
sure
they've
that-
been failing up till now is because you haven't had what the fuck are they called? The
Haven't
underworld.
had
Not Chthonian. Is it a Chthonian god?
Yeah.
Chthonic, yeah.
You haven't had a Chthonic god to anchor it.
Not enough juice, basically.
And you'll need to wrap up your affairs in any place that isn't going to be descending.
We don't know how much room he's going to be able to offer. I don't know any more about this than you do.
When you mentioned that that the new reason that the tableaus have been failing, a bit of confusion flashes over his face, but he seems far too excited to pay attention to something like that. Okay. Lydia will be coming with us. I do need a hostage just in case. But you don't have to worry, hun, he says, turning around and giving his daughter's arm a affectionate squeeze. Even if you die, you'll just get right back up. It's not a problem.
All right. So I need some time to we need some time to get in contact and arrange a meeting. He's not the sort of person you can just walk into his house and expect him to see you. But I'll keep in touch and let you know what we're doing. It shouldn't be more than a week or so. Hopefully.
He nods and says, yes, yes, that makes sense.
And we probably shouldn't go any further until we've got him on board. The more that he can help with this, the better.
Yes, that also makes sense.
All right. I'm going to make some calls, start wrapping up my affairs, get things in order. You do the same. And what's your phone number? Do you have a phone that you keep around?
Oh, yes, he says, and handing it around to all of you. With a very affectionate smile on his face, he says, you know, I was thought that you guys were actually trying to stop my ritual. So I was prepared to do some fairly drastic things to get you to come on board. I had no idea we felt the same way.
Thing is, it's a matter about doing this sort of thing right, and minimizing the amount of harm we need to do to get there, because the less people that make it down, well, that's more people that are never going to get these options. We wanted to lower the number of sacrifices. What if you'd had to do what you did for the first one for all of them, It'd been a huge waste.
Yes, extremely reasonable. I
just
was
didn't know
planning.
what all was involved. You were operating on your own.
He nods and says, I was planning on undoing the tableaus afterward, but there's no guarantee the ghosts inside would have survived the process. But with this much help, I'm sure we can make this go very smoothly.
Well, we'll be in touch. I'm so glad you're willing to, explain what's going on and let us know, because honestly, we've just been terrified. I mean, we wake up one morning, we get hauled onto a bus, we're violently murdered, and all this stuff is happening that we don't really have an idea of. You can understand why we were concerned.
I can, but trust me, it will be worth it when everyone in town can live forever, and this town will stay just the way it is and not and be eternal.
And not what?
Everyone will forgive us.
I'm sure that when the time comes, everyone will be happy with how things went down.
Maybe they'll even put a statue of me in the town square, he says, really excited.
I promise you. I reach out and grab his hand and squeeze it. That there will be something that will make sure that everyone who knows you will be able to remember you by. Forever.
With a big, goofy smile on his face, he stands up and says, Charles Rousseau, hometown hero. Well, I'll be in touch with you guys. With a firm grasp on Lydia's good hand, he leads his daughter out of the restaurant. Okay, I'm going to be frank here. I expected multiple hours of ethical debates with this man.
I'm going to be real with you. This was so off the cuff, I could not have prepared for it. The man was talking about...
Let's be real. As the face of the party, I had several hours of ethical debate in me. But Seven just kind of jumped in, and we went the subterfuge route, and I was like, Nathan's gonna shut the fuck up and just send this to the FBI next week.
I'm so sorry. I did not mean to jump on... Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
You're allowed to have ideas, and you're allowed to jump on them. Like, it was a good one. Just
I
very
bring this-
unexpected.
I bring this up because I prepared primarily for long debate and long combat. Do you guys have anything else that you want to do tonight? Because otherwise, half
Let's
of what
go
I
get your
prepared is
fucking
the-
deck.
Oh, okay, that would work too.
What would you want?
I was gonna let my grandfather get his own deck after we go break all those motherfuckers out.
Do you want to do that tonight?
Yeah, it's not
Are
gonna
you
take
ready
long.
for that?
Kenny, are you prepared for that?
That I am not prepared for now,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Can
Okay.
I at least go feed the cat?
All right. Do we have any others? All right. I can make a scene out of that. That's for sure.
Maybe
where-
a discussion with Mammon?
Where are you keeping the cat?
We're keeping him at my uncle's fishing lodge.
The one with no windows.
All right. Then you can go see the cat, I suppose. And I think after that we're going to end early because unfortunately I prepared for every scenario except this one.
I'm real sorry. I was not thinking of this before, but it just popped into my head and I ruined things.
No, you
You
didn't ruin it. This-
it. It's just I literally didn't think of this possibility.
I'm really sorry, Ethan, for ruining your night.
No, you're good. Wait, you didn't ruin my night.
Sorry, Nathan. I'm really sorry for ruining your night. You had like a whole thing, and I fucked it.
It's not a big deal. I also upped my animal ken, so I'm very glad to get to use it with my specialization in vampire cat.
Well, I tried to use my medicine roll tonight, and that went super well.
Congratulations on torturing the gray alien.
I suspect we will not be friends when this is over.
I don't think we're friends now. I literally forgot about him. Kenny handed me a vampire cat, and I was like, what? There was another thing here? Oh well.
Yeah, this poor alien has unfortunately been living like a character out of the Happy Tree Friends and has no idea why.
There's been a lot going on, to be fair.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys head up to the fishing lodge. You open the door, and the Sphinx Lachat is dimly visible in the electric glow of your phones. It having been past sundown, you're good to turn on the lights, and when you do, you notice that the other cat that you brought up here is patiently picking up and bringing over whatever toys, treats, or whatever it can think of to Lachat. Lachat will bat around a mouse for a moment or two before growing bored, and the other cat goes to find something else.
All right. Well, I sit down on the floor across from LeShot, and I open my bag, which is full of catnip and silver vine and 12 separate kinds of pate and shredded cat food, and also some venison that I got from the butcher.
All right, so the ghoul's gonna be fine.
Yeah, Lachat sniffs around through most of it, but isn't really interested in any of the consumables or treats. You recall somewhere hearing that vampires don't drink wine, and that seems to, in the case of a feline vampire, translate over into little interest in intoxicant substances like silvervine.
All right, but I have to ask, how does LeShot feel about the laser pointer?
Well, that doesn't hinge on biological processes he no longer has.
Does he jump really high?
with the level of strength afforded to a cat by vampirism, he could easily jump and run around on the ceiling.
Do it! Do it!
Yeah. I hand off the laser pointer to one of these two while I start trying to. So it doesn't drink wine, which means it doesn't eat food, which means I just
But-
have to keep feeding it other animals?
No, it's drinking the blood of this cat who is apparently serving as well enough. But what that means is if this cat has the intoxicants,
Okay.
you're just thinking one cat at too high on the totem pole.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I'm
we
I
just
am
need to
hinting. Yeah, I am hinting broadly at the process of ghoulification by a vampire and a human.
Okay.
However, this is a cat.
I will be bringing liver next time for the ghoul, but for now we're gonna CAA the fuck out of this cabin and throw catnip and silvervine everywhere to get this ghoul stoned.
After Lachat is tired out chasing the laser pointer across the walls and ceilings, he does decide to take a nap somewhere nice and dark. The other cat, the one serving as his Lachat's blood bag, takes the opportunity to eat and partake in the catnip and silvervine, and play with some of the toys as well.
I take the opportunity to pet the poor or blood bag.
The cat seems very happy.
Well,
You're not sure about how brainwashing works when the cat is being brainwashed to like another cat, but it appears to have happened here.
Good. So I think we need to go to the shelter and adopt another cat or two. He cannot possibly be making enough blood to feed a vampire full time.
depends on how much that vampire is needing to use his powers, but probably a second would be safer.
Kenny, can I just say that we have the tools with us to make a small cat flap?
Sure.
Cool.
So you're going to let Lachat out?
I mean, is there a reason not to?
Attacking the neighbors, recruiting a large group of cats, potentially going too far away from home, getting stuck out and dying.
Oh. What if we put an air tag on him?
I just really want you to know that you are talking about letting a super powered, super strong cat out into the world to potentially collect a large harem of blood bags or something.
I'm just saying. It would be really cute. Alright, that's all I had.
All right. Unfortunately, that's all I've got, unless anyone else has anything.
I pitched my ideas. I let the family know what we heard from him and how we are currently stalling him, and that we need to start moving on fucking him up.
All right. Well, let's go over aspirations, I guess.
Alright.
Call it an early night.
Sorry, guys.
No, it's all
I
good.
seem-
I'm not mad at you or anything. It's just this
I'm kind of
is
mad at me.
Why are you mad at you? You're allowed to go to do whatever you want in the world. I will deal with it. It's simply that I didn't prepare for it because I didn't assume you guys would try deception. You're historically not very good at it.
Alright, so Grow the crew. Well, we have a ghoul now. Okay. Fix the alien. We took a step towards that. I don't know if we're gonna get any further towards that. But I've at least taken a step.
Then the best you can.
Denny's werewolf times. Unfortunately, there were no werewolves. However, there was Denny's time. Well, Ed's time.
I think we'll probably fix the alien. Unless you do want that to be your long term.
Nah. Save Lydia. This is gonna be one of my long terms. I think I've taken a step towards that.
Okay.
Simply by demanding that he have her in good health and not in pain for this meeting. Unlatch the tableaus. I do believe we've taken a step towards that.
Yeah.
All right.
He's told you that he can. And that he was even planning to at the end.
Yep. All right, that's me.
All right. Who's next?
That'll be Tibbs.
All right, so sketch the underworld. Well, I like to think that I have got things lined up. So the subject of my upcoming masterful sketch is going to be on location.
Mhm.
Put on a show. Yeah. Definitely
Yes.
definitely put on a good show today. Finish this. Yeah. We took a step towards the end game here. And step and clear, listen to a madman.
Yep.
That's me.
Find a way to put the Undertaker underground. We've got him willing to show up and do things with us. That certainly isn't a way to lure him into a trap.
All right. Next.
Wrap up connection with Be Aggressive. I've got a way to start talking to a certain doctor about the supernatural because he has already accepted that aliens are real.
That's fair.
Find out what's going on with Chucky. Well, we sure had a conversation, didn't we?
Yeah.
Help the alien. He's getting more help than we could ever offer him.
Yeah.
Save the coroner, save the world. We have made movements on helping Lydia get out of their situation. They've gotten better healthcare than they would have, and we've told him not to further harm her because she's going to be needed to join us on the journey. So hopefully she'll get rest and food and stuff.
That's fair. All right. Is that it?
Yep.
All right. Well, again, this is one of the main reasons I like playing RPGs, that things continually surprise me. I would never have thought that you guys would try to trick a bad guy, but it's an extremely interesting angle to go down, and now I can't wait to write this. So thanks everyone for coming along, and I hope you all have a good one. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.